Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Hyperx's budget membrane keyboard, the Alloy Core RGB. Now you may or may not know that a few weeks ago I reviewed the more premium version of this keyboard, the Alloy Origins Core. This keyboard, however, is nearly double the price of this one I'm reviewing today, coming in at $90, sometimes $100, when the Alloy Core is usually around $40 to $50. I had some things to say about the former's quality, so how well does the cheapest keyboard in Hyperx's lineup compare? Yet again, timestamps are in the description. Starting off, let's look at the overall build quality. The chassis is an all matte black plastic versus the solid brushed aluminum in the more premium keyboards. However, it feels much more solidly built than most budget keyboards with limited deck flex. There is substantial weight to this keyboard, coming in at a hefty 1100 grams. I've tried out many keyboards around this price point, and the common problem is how fragile and light they feel. This keyboard stands above the competition in that regard. The permanently attached cable is a heavy braided type and very durable. One thing to notice that this is not an exposed key design like the Origins Core. It has large bezels and may be a bit bulky on some desks. Now onto the switches and button layout. This keyboard is a full-size design, including a 10 keypad and multimedia controls. It's always great to see multimedia controls on these budget builds. It's essential for the full-size keyboards. The only complaint is that the media keys feel a bit cheap and stiff when pressed, but it really comes down to personal taste. The switches used in the keys are of course membrane, the standard for budget keyboards, and I can say that these are very high quality switches. Although they have the famous mushiness that all membranes do, they are miles ahead of most office keyboards, especially for gaming. The keycap stabilization is frankly amazing, with almost no key wobble at all. This is another common problem in keyboards at this price point, but Hyperx has done a great job eliminating it. I would recommend this keyboard mainly for gaming, but it performs excellently in typing. It may not be near mechanical quality, but the feel is better than 90% of other membrane keyboards, especially cheap office ones. The sound and feel are always going to be inferior to a mechanical for most people, but for the price, this is a great option for gaming and typing. Unless you're looking to spend about $90 for a good, decent mechanical keyboard, this is definitely the route to go. The last thing I wanted to cover is RGB features and software support. To start, the RGB is great, but not the best, especially when compared to the Alloy Origins lineup and some of their newer keyboards that have been released recently. There are 6 preset non-customizable effects built into the keyboard, cycling colors and static effects. This keyboard isn't compatible with the Ingenuity software, however, so there's no ability to customize macros or set new effects. It's a bit of a downside, but the preset effects will be plenty for most people. A feature common in Hyperx keyboards was also carried over to this budget option, the gaming mode. This simply disables the Windows key and is quite helpful for gaming. Now, since there's no software support for this keyboard, you can't bind other key combos to that, like Alt F4, but it's decent, it works. Alright, that's all for this short review of the Hyperx Alloy Core. If you enjoyed this video and want to support my small channel, drop a like, maybe even a subscription if you're feeling like it. Catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.
Paradyse.